Good evening. Excuse me. Chicago. Today's the 19th day of January. The year is 22. So you're told tonight, this is part one of several, because now I'm finding these little containers in suspicious places, let's call it. And it's not Black Friday. I talked to somebody at Wally World, says these don't come around except once a year. Usually it's Black Friday. They get a little extra doohickeys that you're looking at on the screen, not these exact ones that you're looking at on the right side of your screen, the blue. But take a look at this blue doohickey. Let me just show you a couple pictures here before we get into this. Hit the like and subscribe if you do like this channel. It's starting to grow again, so I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, everybody. See how they load these up? These are cargo containers that are not like a Trojan horse, let's say, from the old leaders over here. See how that works? And over here, by the way, it looks like getting a little weird. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, when you see these parked behind your Wally Worlds and Home Depots, etc., your garden centers, and it ain't that time of year unless they got a lot of Valentine's Day cards all of a sudden, for that holiday coming up. I start asking questions like I've done since third grade when I got kicked out of Catholic high school or grade school, high school. Wasn't in high school yet. Take a look at this. And then I'll get down to my video. I got a few, so stand by. There's going to be a few in a row, so it's not too long. And my internet's really horrific. All right, here we go. So, Hanjin, or whatever this is called, that's the CCP. They got these things called doohickeys that fly. See, they look like this. Kind of like the icky sticky, but it goes up instead of in. Well, it can go in once it gets overhead. See, they got these things called hypersonic stickies, and it goes up in outer space or inner space, whatever you call that. And then as it gets to its location, it goes over, say, over Iowa, and then poof, a bunch of EMP, like 12 balls come out of this thing, and then the whole country would lose its power, for example. True story, if it ends up being a true story, which I hope not. But here's what they look like up close. See how that looks? They're called the JSC Club K doohickey, starts with M, ends in Isle. Just trying to be a little safe with my algo, see how that works. But take a good close look of what a cargo ship container from CCP or Russia, but mostly CCP because that's where we get them from, lands here in California. It takes a year to get offloaded, whatever reason, and we're surrounded by them, and then works its way to a local Wally World. And now there's suddenly appearing all over the Chicagoland area behind said Wally Worlds. Strategically, if I was in the dark arts, either if I was CCP, there's two ways to look at it. See how Wizard works? See him up there? He taught me this. Where is he? Right there. You look at both sides of a story. One side is that could be the Trojan Horse. That's why they're sitting there for a year for no reason around the United States. And who's holding them up, by the way? Why isn't the military dragging the ships in and helping and check them in? That could have been cleared up, and we wouldn't have a stagflation, including inflation and then hyperinflation coming behind. None of you know that's coming. Put your boxing gloves on. You're about to get hit in the face. But whatever, do you? You all been told, so that's it. That's all we can do. Now, so they could be shipping these over. Then when the D-Day happens, see how that works? Or flip the coin. Operation Northern Strike, U.S. Marines, Special Forces, a couple weeks or a couple months ago, I think it was October, they were landing fighter jets on U.S. highways for the first time in the history of the United States. Northern Strike would mean that something's coming from the north, meaning Russia through Canada, coming from the Arctic down. They have a giant base there. We have one by Alaska, so we're all together up there. See how that goes? But the weird thing that bothers me is the ships from China are starting to encroach in from Japan. First time in history, again, that Japan's had to deal with China ships. That goes back to like maybe September-ish, roughly. I'm just guessing off the top of my head. And then Hawaii, we're chasing U-boats, we're chasing undercover subs surrounding Hawaii by the Ruskies. See how that goes? Ruskies got this technology too, but so do we, I'm sure. I don't care. But the United States military said not too long ago they're going to start putting anti-doohickeys like this in the Midwest. We got them on both coasts, I would assume. I'm not a military gynecologist, but I'm assuming to protect our coastal waters, they got to have NORAD, etc. They got to have some kind of. They forgot to use them in '01. Ask the wizard up there how that worked out. Now we got all this garbage going on because You wanted to be patriots. See how that worked? The act and all that garbage. Guess what? They're going to pull more garbage coming soon. But anyways, if they were telling you that they're going to put anti-doohickey things as an aisle in the Midwest, what a better way than to put them in these cargo containers and park them behind Walmart. Or not. Here's my video. Keep that in mind. This is part 1. I don't know how many parts are going to be. Walmart, McHenry, Illinois. This is Wags Chicago. Going shopping with Wags. Well, I don't even know what today is. Today's the 18th, 19th. 19th, I think. Anyways, pulling up the old Wally Mart because I'm looking for storage containers that are now showing up all over the country, or at least Illinois, Chicagoland area, behind the said building. But check this out for the aesthetics of it. Do. We're talking Walking Dead. See how that works? Hey, see how that works? Dial 911. See how that works? Oh, they're shopping with no muzzles. They called the cops. All right, let's go around the back. Stand by. Let's check the garden centers out. Looks like they got some lights on today. Let's take a look. I got a video come out a little while about store employees that are spraying you like Raid for no shopping muzzles. Oh, they got a bunch of shit in their bicycle. Maybe they got a bunch of new shit, huh? They got a bunch. Hey, if this was like the NASCAR, they'd say there's nooses up there. Hang on. Oh, this is hilarious. Right there. You see it? I hope you can see it. There's the wiring for the electricals hanging inside. They look like nooses, like the NASCAR cord. All right, let's see the garden center. Hey, you might see it here. Hang on. Doesn't that look like a nice place for Christmas trees and all the extra fencing and so forth? The brick walls. See how that works? But anyways, there's those nooses right in the middle. They're not nooses, but they look like it. If you want to be a clickbait guy, you'd say there's nooses at Walmart. See how that works? But I'm not worried about the nooses for us. I'll be telling. There's that light. There's one of the lights in action. Is that one of the purple haze? Looks like the sun, doesn't it? Usually I don't have my laptop. I'm using a different camera today. See how that works? Or not. You probably don't. I can't even focus on it. Anyways, there's your 1,000 gigahertz lights for the see your turrets. Now this one actually has drain holes underneath it, but some of them don't. I've been to these where you don't see the drain hole, but you'll see all those turret-looking things in the brick wall. See how that works? You ever been to a green zone camp? That's what those look like. Oh my!
Oh God!
That's what I was looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4. No way. What could you hide in these doohickeys? You see what I'm saying? That's China. They invented these little toys. See how that works? 4 at the Walmart, McHenry, Illinois, and you're going to see it on this tape. Harvard, Illinois has got 5 behind the building, just like this. And I spoke to a Walmart employee in management just the other day, and they don't get those unless it's like Good Friday. Good Friday. Talking about the Bible. This is unless it's like oh, look at this. You got the forklift out. What are they doing back here, huh? Unless it's what do you call it? Black. Something to do with Black Friday. See how that works? Bringing in that food. I'm gonna go. I gotta go shopping.
Oh man!
Forget it. I'm gonna go down the street. I'm gonna show you something because there's a shortage of U-Haul trucks. See how that works? I cracked myself up, but shortly after this, I'm gonna be inside the store. This one. And it gets so creepy, I start having like a mini panic attack, but didn't realize it. But you'll hear it in the video. I'm going to post that next, so I'm going to be uploading that. Stay tuned for that video. I'll link it here when I have it up. This is Wags Chicago. This is getting creepy, and I asked a friend why I think maybe I could have had such an attack. Because I don't get those. Like, you could feel it, though. You were having trouble. Like, it was weird. And I'll tell you in that video what she thinks it might be. I think she's on the money. Wags Chicago. Keep your eyes open. Nobody's paying attention to this garbage. Something's up or not. my.